Really? Just got raided as soon as I started. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being raided by the one and the only Zero Shadow. Y'all have permission to bask in his sexy. Hey Zero, how you doing? What were you streaming, man? I didn't get to see. I just got back from the gym and just started loading up the game and everything, so I didn't get to do much. How you been? And hello, Zero Nova. Your character looked constipated when you said that. Brother, my character looks weird when that happens. Thank you for the shout out. Fuck you, bitch. I need to move myself out of the way.
Do it. Do it.
More. What is that? Siege? That's Siege.
Do it.
Yeah, pussy. Yeah, busy. Get her. That's right. Let's get her. Let's get her done. Get her done. Get her. Get her. Rainbow Six Siege. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for that. For those of you who don't know who Zero Shadow is a big guy with a big heart. The main Rainbow Six Siege, my bad. But sometimes vibe with single player RPGs. And sometimes I've seen him play Warzone as well. You know? Join the Zero Army for competitive play and good times. Give him a follow. He's one of the newest content creators signed on with Kolpkin Studios like I am. So this is a new person that I get to now like hopefully talk to. Maybe we could start playing some things together and potentially do a few streams together and stuff like that. Collab. I know eventually the rest of the people, Kolpkin will probably try to make us do a few things to see if we got chemistry and generate content for the studios and stuff. So I'm excited. New face around here. They like playing mostly shooters though, and I suck at that, so they're gonna have to carry me if I end up trying. So yeah, always on that Siege grind. Was that what you were playing? What's up, Fall Guys Gaming? How's it going, little homie? Are you playing that right now, like Six Siege? Ow, 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 ow. Why? Why? Why must you do this to me? Griffin, fuck you, nya. Why are you making me do this cringe ass shit, nya? Fuck you, nya. Fall Guys Gaming, you're sick, nya. What's wrong? What you feeling? Is it just like a cold, nya? Or is it like a fever, nya? Did you go see a doctor? Did you get medication, nya? Fuck you, Commander Griffin, nya. Punk ass bitch. Stupid ass bitch, nya. I could say that because secretly we're friends, yeah. Oh, you gave me cat ears, yeah. How dare, yeah. All right. Cat City and no, yeah. No, the only time I was ever Cat City in is when I streamed Stray, yeah. We don't do that, yeah. Probably just a common cold, yeah. In that case, make sure that you stay hydrated and just take some over-the-counter medication, you know? Yeah. Having a cold kind of sucks. We're waiting for the game to fully load, and then we'll switch over. Stellaris takes like a fat minute to fully load, so don't worry about it now. I mean, Maid City is rare. Hey, that was for charity, motherfucker. Yeah. That was for charity. We are never doing that again unless it's for charity and we hit some big money on charity, alright? Yeah? We don't do that shit for free. Yeah. Ugly ass. Yeah. Okay. Uh, how's everybody else been doing for the day and everything? Because for me, I just got back from the gym. I started working out again. I need to work on being a lot more consistent about going to the gym and everything. So, other than that, I'm just starting. I started last week, but today marks day 3 of it. So, womp womp. What about we do a femcidian? We could do a gender bend in the future, just not now, because I'm poor. I'm poor and I don't have money. I'm currently unemployed. So, and shit. So, we're trying to see what happens, you know? Oh, here's something that's funny. I posted a video that was supposed to drop on Friday, but my dumbass set it to premiere today instead of Friday. So if you guys want to go ahead and just watch all the Among Us videos that I have made so far, there's now officially 4 of them that you can now watch back to back to back. So go ahead to my YouTube and check that out. Those are the most recent videos that I have. All the other previous videos made were like a while ago, just some test videos, testing out some editors, testing out some styles. But what I have with Among Us right now is basically what I'm going to try to do consistently. I'm going to try to upload a video once every week, typically on Fridays, unless I do something stupid and it ended up posting today. But we're gonna try to stick to a 1-week schedule with our videos. So please go to YouTube, support me there, help me do some gang shit over there and stuff. I also stream on YouTube. I dual stream both on Twitch and YouTube. So if that's a platform that you like doing in, go over there. That's cool. Like what Akira's doing on YouTube right now. What's up, Akira? The game is fully loaded. Yes, I got laid off of work right now because my job fucking sucks dick, And that's why, just that simple. My job sucks dick and that's why. As simple as that. So I've been officially unemployed for about 2 weeks and whatever. Just how many days of the week we're in now, so 2 weeks and 2 days. And I've been trying to file for unemployment, but it takes 4 weeks for them to get their shit, so womp, womp, womp. So, you got parental controls on YouTube, so you can't comment on YouTube. That's perfectly fine. Listen to your parents. They have the right to make sure that if they can limit your content on YouTube, then they will do that, alright? If they don't want you watching me on YouTube, then please listen to your parents. Don't watch me, all right? Other than that, don't repeat what I say. I cuss like a sailor, and I say some dark humor and stuff like that could get everyone in trouble. So, other than that, only reason why I'm cool with you hanging out with us is because you are the age that YouTube and Twitch say you can watch without restrictions or major parental guidance. So other than that, please, do well. All right. I'm not an 18 plus streamer, so I don't talk about or present things as much as some other people do. But I typically try to aim for my audience to be more along the high schooler age, because I'm definitely around PG-13 at my best and just beneath rated R. Most on my worst, So, yeah. It's not even your parents, it's just your email. Set it to a younger age than you actually are because your finger slipped. And you put 12 instead of 13 on your email. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, that happens. Just stay responsible about it. And everything. It's not because like we don't believe that, like, at least in my case, it's not like obviously it's not so much like, oh, you never heard these words before, these topics. I know like really well that, you know, you probably heard worse, you probably seen worse and all that other stuff cuz uh that age is roughly around the time everyone just starts watching whatever the hell they feel like, you know? And you probably already seen some TV shows or movies, other content creators that are just as vulgar, if not more vulgar, played some video games, you know, stuff like that. That's fine. The only reason why I'm saying please be careful and respectful about it on my end is for two reasons. The number one reason is because, yes, you are still a minor, and I want to protect the minor. It's out of respect for you. Kids should be kids, and they should enjoy their childhoods. They shouldn't be corrupted by adults. They shouldn't be corrupted by sick-minded people, right? So I just want to say that because I believe you should still be a kid and enjoy kid things and enjoy life at its best, right? Not get corrupted by vulgarity, perversions, and corrupted media and stuff like that. You know, that's my number one thing that I care about. The second thing is I don't want to get canceled. Uh, you know,
Let me a mind.
so like I ask minors to behave and not repeat some of the things that they might hear or try to act like, oh, I'm older, like I'm old enough and stuff. That no, you're still a minor, you're still a kid. Please adhere to those rules. If not for your sake, for mine. That's my only two rules about it, right? So that's about it. Akira, shut the flying fuck up. It's not funny. It is not funny at all. I laugh because I laugh at everything, but it's not funny. Oh yeah, your father recently became senior chief in the Navy. Heck yeah. So that stuff. But a promotion's good, right? A promotion's good though, right? And as an officer, he should be a little bit, you know, well, I don't know how it is. Is it tough because is he not at home as much because he has a higher rank? Or is it tough because they move him around a lot and you guys have to move with him? I don't know. I'm not a military brat or a child of military. Correction. I know some people don't like the term military brat. You know? I found it funny for his sake. Not F him. Not his sake. Not his sake. Akira, he knows a lot better. He older than me. So, all right. Where we left off in this game is that we just took over this area, and so the war is about to end shortly. We just need to win the ground battle with our army. We just won with our navy. So we just need to control the airspace and we're good. Or should I say the galactic space or space. I was trying not to say space because that sounds dumb as hell.
I'm just like,
yes, must defend the space. Okay, tough or cool or good. Okay, because I know tough has two different meanings, you know. Somebody could be like, man, that's tough, and be like, hell yeah, that's cool, you know. Other people might say, man, that's tough, and as in like that's, you know, it's just rough life, you know. So like, I just didn't know which one you were using. Okay. All right, now let's look at our army, and we need to invade. We need to kick these guys' ass.
Oh, shit.
Dude. Which one of you fuckers pinned Cat City and Fairy? Unpin that shit right now. What the fuck?
You know what?
Let me just. I can fix that. I can fix that. There we go.
Well, yeah, I know rough could also mean tough, you know? And shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
As in, like, man, bro, that's rough. I get that. That existed when I was your age, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just people switch a lot, you know?
Language mutates.
People switch between them a lot.
Hmm. Oh.
My baby, won't you come my way? I am trying my absolute best to get all my military up to speed. Up to snuff, if you would. The spellings mean different things. Habibi, you're gonna learn real quick when it comes to spelling. My dumb ass doesn't understand a single fucking thing about it. I am dyslexic as a motherfucker. You know?
I was gonna try and say the word dyslexic, but in reverse.
I'm a misspell shit all the damn time. Some shit I don't. Some shit I don't spell because it's a tough word. Other times, for some people, it could be the easiest word and I'll still misspell it. Why? Because sometimes my brain don't work good and I don't stop and think to correct.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
My brain hit the control alt button and almost hit delete. Oh god.
Like, I don't like using dyslexia as like an excuse for some of my shit, but like it's been a known fact about me now on stream, so like I don't mind talking about it. I just don't use it as like I don't want to use it as a crutch. Well, dyslexia is more around hard to read as well, you know? So like the problem is for me is that it's hard for me to read shit, right? And because it's hard for me to read shit, I never learned how to spell shit, you know? Because for me, I didn't just like learn I didn't learn like how to read things because I know how to spell it and I understand the language, like the way the language works. For me, it's more along the lines of I recognize the spelling pattern, right? Like the symbols, I've seen them enough that I can understand what that word is. You know, because sometimes my dyslexia is just like, all right, the B's and P's look the same, or sometimes the Q's look the same, or sometimes I can't tell the difference between a V and a W because my brain don't want to work no good. You know? Oh, dyslexia is hard to spell. Yes, that's why I like to say dyslexic. You know I'm dyslexic.
You did what?
I'm dyslexic. 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 There it is.
Slip disc.
I slipped a disc. You know.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What makes sense?
They.
Oh, now it's definitely something. Now it's definitely something. You just don't want to say it because you think it will offend me.
I'm scratching my nose.
I thought you were about to say, "Oh no, it makes sense now. This fucker can't read."
I mean,
Shut your bitch ass up. You shut your bitch ass up. Ooh, I don't make enough nanites. I need to bring that shit back. Okay. While we are kicking ass on the ground, we should do it. You have a school band concert tomorrow, so I got to go do that. Are you performing? And are we talking about like band as in like wind instruments? Or is it more like a school club where people created their own band, like with guitars and drums and stuff like that? Because sometimes that exists. Knock that out of the way. What you laughing at?
There's a child in the room. All guys are here, so I can't say shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just like, why the fuck would someone use that word in a Twitch chat? Oh god. Yeah. I'm just looking on Twitch.
Okay. Wind and brass and percussion. Okay, what instrument you play? Obsidian, I finally found the meme. Which meme? I used to be in band for an extended period of time. I ended up quitting in high school, but I used to play tuba. And sousaphone.
Oh. I only did choir. I didn't do any band.
The Michael Bay one. Oh. The Michael Bay meme. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was part of low brass because we kick ass. Low brass kick ass. You're playing trombone? Hey, low brass. Trombone. You got long arms or short arms? Because if you got T-Rex arms, that's going to be awkward. But if you're out here built like Victor Wembanyama, Slender Man arms, you know, the Slim Jim himself. Those of you who don't know who Victor Wembanyama is, he's just basically the tallest, lankiest basketball player right now. One of the youngest ones in right now, too. Like, he was, like, drafted, I think, a few years ago. Or 2 years ago. Yeah. So. You're lanky? Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with being lanky, you know? Honestly, I think being lanky is better than being chubby, you know? Because people will not bully you as much for being lanky as they would being chubby, you know?
And you don't need a step stool.
Well, he's not tall yet. Remember, that was the whole conversation he had about, like, a while back.
Yeah.
Trying to be as tall as his brother, because his brother got, like, a huge growth spurt, you know? And he's still growing. You never know, you know? He might go to sleep and then wake up the next day and be like, Mom, what? I'm too big for my bed. Fun fact, that is a real life situation that could happen. Like it happened to Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan's teammate.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You know? How dare he give me a clown nose? What did I do? What did I do? Army is done fighting there. Ruined section, processing unit over here. Go claim that. And I think by claiming that, we officially destroy the Fallen Empire. And we get the chance to rebuild at least 3 Halo rings.
Time to take their technology and integrate it with ours.
Basically, I'm in the process of doing said shit right now.
Let's go.
Oh, my titties are sore! I did leg workouts, but my chest still is sore because I'm doing push-ups and shit.
My body is tickling itself after I went to the gym.
Dude, right now my legs are gonna fucking suck in the morning.
Damn.
But it's mostly because of my calves. My calves hurt. I haven't.
That's one reason why
No, go ahead.
that's sometimes the reason why I don't want to exercise one day and I'll just say, hey, tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean that's a reason why a lot of people don't want to go work out in the gym. It's not a comfortable experience, you know?
No.
Like working out is not comfortable. It's meant to be uncomfortable because you are basically destroying your body to rebuild it stronger,
Yeah.
you know? And if you're not destroying your body to rebuild it stronger, you are burning up what carbs you already have in your system. And if you don't have enough carbs, you're breaking down lipids. Do you think that is a comfortable experience? No, because you're breaking down basically fuel. You are producing heat. Your body is going to be uncomfortable. You have 7 water bottles in your bed? Mother... Hold on. It's a kid. Dumbass. But that is not how you do a water bed.
Water.
That is not how you make a water bed. Dude, remember when waterbeds were like the biggest hype?
No.
No? Like you never watched a Goofy movie as a kid and be like, damn, a waterbed must have been fucking fire. You know?
No.
And you always thought about, ooh, I want to do that and like stuff. To be fair, I don't remember ever seeing a waterbed. But I remember seeing it in the Goofy movie, and I'm like, oh my god. But that's like peak early 90s or late 80s trend.
I was about to say, I was born in 99, game conscious, actual, like, I still remember, like, how, the first question the moment I remembered, like, god damn it, the moment I actually, like, first was able to gain memory, it was, hey mom, how old am I? She goes, you're 4. I'm like, okay, good, perfect.
That's the earliest memory that you can remember?
Yes.
Your homie had a badass waterbed? Okay, there we go. The millennial remembers. You recount. There's 8. Sir, you're not helping the situation.
2003.
So, let me go over here. And what do we have? Sigma. Okay. What the fuck are these? What are those? Oh, these are the Sigmas.
Ooh.
Interesting. We will do this. Okay. And do I? No, I do not. You have memories since you were 3? I don't know what my first early memory is. You know? Because I don't know how old I was in a lot of these memories. You know, I know they're old as shit. You know? Like, I remember... I have a memory of pissing my bed and destroying the first ever flip phone that someone gave me. Doing it. You know? Which is funny because I remember how I got that phone. It was like I was just a little shit at church, and like one of the, may he rest in peace, he died. One of the elders at the church was like, hey, I got a new phone. I don't know what to do with the old one. And I was like, oh my god, can I have it? I've never had a phone, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, sure, dumbass. Not like that, you know. He was like, sure, kid, here you go. And then my parents were like, all right, cool. This would be good practice for him to kind of have it. And then I pissed the bed and destroyed the phone. I don't know how old I was. Don't remember that. I remember around that same time, I remember proposing to this girl who was like in high school. that I had a huge crush on. Maybe she wasn't even in high school. She might have been middle school. She was roughly around my brother's age. So, no. Definitely not then. It felt like she was older, though. You know? To me, she was older. And I was like, I like them a little bit older. I don't want to lose your love tonight. Sorry, ADHD moment. But, like, I remember basically I pocketed my mom's wedding ring
God.
and
Okay,
stuff.
so I'm not the only one who wishes he could go back in time and execute himself before doing some cringe shit. Thank God.
No, I've done a lot of cringe shit, even all the way up to high school, dude. Mike. It's just that's not me anymore. That is a younger, dumber version of me. You know?
Yes.
So I'm like, whatever, you know.
Bitch.
So I'm like, all right, whatever, I don't mind. But like I remember that, and then I remember my mom laughing because like the girl came up to her and was like, hey, your son gave me this. I don't know where he came up with a wedding ring. You know? So I guess that was one ass beating avoided because they gave back the ring. You know? And then outside of that, I remember being... This is not... I don't know if this was my first memory, but for some reason I remember this was like a key memory. And what it was is... What it was this. I remember when I was finally tall enough to see above the counter when we went inside McDonald's. It was like the awakening that, oh my god, I'm getting taller. You know? It was like that awakening for me as a kid. I'm like, I'm getting taller. So, who knows how old I was at that point. So, you're scared of talking to girls? Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, and apparently I have to one day. Yeah.
Like, I can talk to girls as, like, just, you know, just friendly shit, like, as friends and stuff, but, like, I'm afraid to flirt.
How you doing? Yeah, no.
I'm afraid to flirt. I'm afraid to, like, if I actually like someone, it is hard for me to kind of try to flirt with them. If it's just someone that I'm, like, friends with, I could just joke around and all that stuff. I could platonically flirt and joke around about it and stuff. But, like, you know, I genuinely really like a girl. If, like, I like spending a lot of time with her, but I don't say a lot to her. Sometimes. Especially, like, I can't really fucking flirt. Brain no work, no good at times. You know? That's why I can flirt with the homies no problem, because, like, they're ugly as fuck. I don't actually like them.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, God. Yeah. I don't really know if I am with flirting or whatnot, and I'm just going to just shut up, but yeah.
Rift, you don't have to... Yeah, just shut up. For your safety, just shut up on the internet.
I don't know.
We're live. Just shut
I
up.
thought this was pre-recorded.
So. That song is so stuck in my head now. There's a girl that likes you and you like them, but I don't know how to push the situation forward. Well,
Ooh. Give up.
Rift, can you unpin that fucking shit, you dumbass?
It's already gone on my end. I can't see it.
It is, like, not fun. Oh, it's gonna fade. I think.
It's gone.
Yeah, like, it's not funny. It's just Akira being an ass. And, like, I don't want to joke about that shit when I'm talking about, like, someone who's not 18, you know? I want that to be a little bit more serious, you know?
Fair.
As soon as they turn 18 and stuff like that, hands off, you know? Fuck you. You know? You're gonna get the unhinged shit, you know? But, like, once there's someone that's not, you know, I want to, like, take things a little bit more serious, pull things back, because it's not that I don't think they haven't heard this type of stuff before. Is that, no, I respect I respect the fact that they are still a kid, and I want them to have a good, uncorrupted childhood. You know,
Yes, innocence.
in a sense, because I didn't have a good childhood. You know, like it wasn't that I was lacking in stuff or anything. It's just I had a lot of dark shit going on. A lot of dark shit. I've done a lot of things that no kid that age should ever fucking be exposed to and or do. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Of course the kid finds it funny. Little brat.
But no, this girl likes me. I like that, but I would like me, not them.
My advice about any type of relationship stuff is uh have, especially like when you're new to it, just swing, right? Not punch them. Don't punch them. Like no, not that type of swing, but you know, like if the ball comes your direction, just swing. You never know if you're going to actually like if you're going to strike out, foul out, or you actually get to go on base or hit a home run, right? Like enjoy your time, you know? Enjoy the fact that you're young enough to make mistakes and there's not going to be any heavy consequences about it. You might be embarrassed and it might be a core memory of, man, I was stupid back then. You know. But it's a key moment that helps develop you, right? The best thing that's going to happen after it is that you're going to have the experience gained to know, okay, I effed up in that relationship. Here's what not to do in the next one. You know?
Yeah.
So that's
Even then,
my
don't
advice
be-
for it, you know? It's okay to be awkward. You're
Don't be-
kids.
Yeah, I was about to say be awkward, like hi, and just fuck up. It's fine. Yeah.
Never listen to Riff's advice.
Okay, fair enough. But still,
I'm trying.
it's be awkward.
No,
It's
sorry,
fine,
sorry.
Yeah,
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
you know me.
Oh
I
my
can take
God.
shots. It's fine.
No, it was just a joke. It's facts, though. Oh my God.
Ah.
You know, it's always easier to have someone confess to you, right? But unfortunately, well, it's probably more common now for girls to confess to boys, but it's still a lot of things in society still teach that, hey, it's the masculine one that confesses their love first, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I would say practice it, you know? One of the biggest things about growing up is not only learning how to, like, talk to people, but it's learning about dealing with rejection, right? It's scary at first, you know? It's scary at first. It sucks. People don't like it, right? But the more you get used to overcoming the fear of rejection, the more unstoppable you become as a person. You can't be afraid of failure, you know? Because if you're afraid of failure, you will never succeed when it matters. So, lazy gamer, hey, the worst thing that could happen is she'll laugh in your face and that will be a memory. I think you're, I think you just horrified them, you know? Like, to those of us who've been there, we're like, you know what? That's facts. That is technically like the worst thing that could happen. But like for someone who's not hasn't experienced that, that's like the worst. That is the worst thing, you know.
Yeah.
There was a point where she just texted me 20 to 30 times and shit. Yo, call me. Honestly, I hate texting. I do it a lot because I'm used to it now. But if I genuinely want to like have a good connection with someone, can we call?
Yeah.
You know?
It's quicker. The tone of your voice.
She flirts to you, you just completely act blind to it. Yeah, you know what? She might like the fact that you're a little clueless. but just say something nice in return. You know? You don't have to like be like, she's like, oh my god, you look so, like, I don't know how she flirts with you, like, but like, you don't have to be like, oh, thanks, like, you're cute too, or, you know, just say something nice back if she says something nice sometimes. If not, just be you. She's already likes you, you know? Oh, she texts you to call you. Okay. Typo. That's fine.
And there's Leroy reading in the chat. Nice.
She's vibing. She'll be okay. Can I build another Dyson Swarm?
Ah. Nice.
No, it won't let me. Oh, fuck. How do I buy more nanites? They don't appear in the market. Shut up.
When 2 nanos allow you.
You shut your bitch ass up. You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I was just like, okay, ITE smaller.
It might be the fleet that I built. I might have to just straight up destroy them.
I need to mute for a moment. BRB.
Is it a Potham? Yeah. Boom. Go over here. Wipe out. Just points. Short. Don't bully her. Actually, I take back my previous. Worst thing that will happen is the regret of not doing anything about it. Sorry, it was instinct. I revoke your rights to ankles. Don't bite them. Stop beefing with a child. He started it. And I'm ending it. Alright? I'm ending it. If you guys don't hold it together, I will time both of you out. Put you both in 5 minutes. 5 minutes timeout. It's not my fault. You're an adult. Deal with it.
Hostile station engaged.
Dude, I don't know what to do about it. You could say one more thing if Leori says it's okay. I gotta see this. What does one fleet of 100 something K do to this thing? Oh my god, it's actually fighting and winning. How? We actually won? That thing's been whooping our ass for so long.
You didn't believe in me to beat its ass?
No, I sent them to die.
Wait, we're the Suicide Squad and we won?
I feel like freaking it's kind of your fault for being. That's crazy. There, I'm done choosing violence.
I heard someone make the joke of there's nothing worse than a failed suicide mission. But in that case, it is a failed suicide mission because they won!
Well, I still disband the ship. That's the fleet. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting them to genuinely win that.
Damn.
That's fine. I'll just disband the fleet.
Fucking Blue Vortex is on stream.
It is a cosmic storm. So there's weather that happens throughout the galaxy, in a sense.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so it's just a cosmic storm that's going back and forth, you know. I think I sent it around 3,000.
2557 at the moment. Okay.
Because otherwise, I think... Yeah, otherwise I would have already won by being number 1. You know? A few years ago. I am trying to be the supreme clinker in charge and dominate the galaxy. I'm also trying to be the end game crisis, which we just need one more step, I think, to become the crisis. We're just waiting until I unlock gateways to then just add gateways and baba-booey my way through. You know?
Is that an actual thing where, like, the game just says, alright, you're the guy now, beat everyone's ass?
I mean, it's DLC, but yes. And I've never done it before, so I want to do it. Thank you for summoning Octavius Quackante the Third. Yeah, you son of a bitch, yeah. Your goal is to fail, and you failed. Did you fail, yeah? You failed successfully. Can I build mega structures yet? Not yet. Okay. Now that we conquered that, and I got my fleets organized, yeah. What can I do about the nanites? Damn. Oh, I thought I cured it. Yeah. What the shit? I never had this issue with nanites before.
Put my laptop down.
Okay. Well, that's happening.
Ships upgraded.
Let us go and micromanage the planets again. You're EP and laying down, so if I poof, I'll probably pass the fuck out. Okay, no problem. Yeah, fuck. I forget you guys do this to me, yeah. And you fuckers are not allowed to have fun, yeah. Gotta check every planet to make sure there's no... Oh, that's automatic now. You, yeah. this helps. If I set the entire thing to automatic, I don't have to worry about anything else anymore. Except for you, apparently.
Now, can I finally sit down on my bed and do nothing?
That sounds lovely. I want to sit down on my bed and do nothing.
Leori.
No, Leori. I don't know if she's going fully to bed yet, but good night regardless.
No. Move. It's there, it's there. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, no.
Stream last night. I proceeded to lay down, play my Switch for a bit longer. But I was like, you know what? I'm chill. This is fine. And my neck was at such a bad angle that as soon as I got up, I was in so much fucking pain. Oh, fuck. And then, okay, fine. The pain kind of goes away after a while. But,
Can I just not give a fuck about these planets anymore?
then when I go to
Just setting it all to automatic. This is
48
pain in
laws
the
of
ass.
power,
Sorry, go on.
my neck proceeds to end up drooping down and just arching my back in a bad way, and I'm like, fuck.
I'm just setting all my worlds to automatic. Yeah, no, that sucks, bro. Huh? You're dreaming of this is real. Momentum Warrior by Lamb of God comes to mind. This dude. Military, civilian.
Headphones. Put those on. We can hear it. Yeah.
Huh. Didn't realize this. I don't want to talk about it.
I think tomorrow, if I don't hear anything back from Dairy Queen, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get the transfer to a different store for my job. I don't hear anything
Right.
back. Like, fucking call cases, be like, hey, or just going to reapply. Hey, can I get a
Bailey is
Application
snoring
burn-in.
so loud, that's what happens. You have a memory of me slipping and waking up in an ambulance? Yeah, that's not fun. Well, how the fuck did you end up in an ambulance already by your age? What the fuck did you do? Or what the fuck happened to you? But yeah, Dairy Queen.
Yeah, no, if I don't hear anything back tomorrow, I'm just gonna fucking go apply to cases or some shit. At a gas station.
Yeah. No problem. It's not a bad idea.
Fuck. Yeah. How's your
Wow.
job prospects going?
I'm still studying, so I don't plan on getting a job while I'm studying. So there's that. And as for the unemployment stuff, I still have to wait until next Sunday to see if I finally get cleared for it and stuff. Meanwhile, as soon as I'm done with my classes, the academy should help us find a job in our field, right?
Yeah.
And then not only that, my former job at UPS just called me saying, "Hey, we have positions open for package car driver. You have the seniority and you signed up for it. would you like to take the classes to begin it and stuff like that? Because they're at least still hiring in that position. And I'm like, I would, but I need to finish my current classes. And they said, okay, well, this is what we could do. We could put you on reserve until you are done with those classes and then see if we still have spots for it. And I'm like, that sounds good to me. So, best case scenario, I don't ever work for UPS ever again. You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of their bullshit. Worst case scenario is I can't get a job immediately with the help of the academy, and UPS has already not called me back for that because they ran out of spots. So that would be the worst thing. Because then I have to find a job until eventually I land the aircraft dispatch one.
So you might get a job placement, or you could go for UPS, but you might as well keep going for the jobs for the air.
It's because I don't want to do a physical labor job anymore, right? I'm tired of I've been lifting fucking 100 to 200 pound packages since fucking like I was 18, 19. You know, it's my back, you know? And I just had back surgery. So, like, I don't want to risk injuring it or doing more injuries in the future. Fall Guys Gaming, you slipped and your head hit the broken lava lamp, which was inside a broken bucket. How the fuck? He was 4 to 6 years old. How the fuck?
Incoming ad break.
And we got ads.
Us, but if you're waking up an ambulance, that makes sense.
They're not subscribed and they got hit with ads. So, leave it here. Leori says, listen to the shit I sent you. Okay. Is it safe? Oh, that's Bailey snoring. God damn. Bitch got sleep apnea.
Damn.
It's a loud ass fucking dog.
You know, that's one thing I actually wish colleges would fucking do, which is job placement. But no, they tell you to do that, and it's just like, no, I'm focusing on my classes.
Yeah. So, we just do what we can.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I'm not stressed out about it like most people would be. Because, like, when it comes to things that are out of my control, I don't stress about them that much because I have confidence in my, you know, those of you who don't know, I am religious, I am a Christian, and I just have faith that God got my back, you know? That's as simple as it is. That's the best way I could put it. So whenever I get hit with situations that I don't, what's it called?
Have full control.
That I don't have full control and there's nothing I could really do and I'm at the mercy of other people and all this other stuff, it doesn't bother me because I'm just over here like, well, it's in God's hands. If he opens the door and allows me to do it, cool. If he leaves the door closed and doesn't allow me through, then it's not meant for me. Right? This will reduce the amount of unity the opportunity will produce. We can't risk depositing the chamber. 100 people die. Discover the chamber's secrets. This will increase the amount of unity the opportunity will produce. Blah, 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 blah. Despoiling the chamber. I don't care about unity. that's a like shit that you could get in the thing. So, who is Bailey? Bailey is Leori's dog. That's cool. She snores like a foghorn. She does. Nice. You're Christian as well. Twinsies. That's nice, man.
Nice.
You know, I'm not the best example of a Christian, in a sense. Like I'm not a very holy person. But what I will say is that I'm also not a person that judges as much as a lot of these self-proclaiming holier than thou Christians are, and that's what I find most people end up hating about the Christian religion in the West, is that they just had bad experiences growing up listening to these people who like to pretend that they're holier than someone or that they're good people, but then they see them turn around and be some of the biggest hypocrites and some of the worst people they ever met and stuff like that, right? And so eventually they're just like, hey, F Christianity and I hate that religion and I hate their God. And in reality, it's like, what you need to realize, no matter what religion you believe in or what religion like you don't believe in or whatever, humans fucking suck. Like,
Yeah.
just because they claim to believe a certain belief doesn't mean they follow that belief and are a good example of it. And every major belief group like has people that just ruin the reputation and basically is like, yeah, they fucking suck, you know? So to judge an entire thing based on a few bad apples is stupid, you know? If you're gonna judge a religion, judge it based on the principles that it tries to teach, right? So, like, people who say they hate Christians and all this other stuff, do you really hate Christianity or do you just hate shit people that claim to be Christian? You know?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, there's not a single, like, person who's a Christian that actually follows it perfectly to the T. Even the self-proclaimed Pope, who's like, if you're Catholic, you believe that he's the holiest person on the planet, dude's a fucking hypocrite at most times as well. You know? We're human. We're not perfect. You know? We fuck up, we make mistakes, and the best thing that we could do is learn from them, grow from them, and try not to repeat those mistakes again. And then if you are Christian, you just repent. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Show that you're trying to repent. Show that you're trying to do better. You know? That's as simple as it is. You know? So that's it. I don't like talking too much about religious things because I know how some people are super sensitive about it, so we'll drop it from there and move on.
Yeah. I have to jump to my phone.
Alright. Take it easy, man.
BRB.
Mm-hmm. Construction complete. I need to build you to be a good fortress.
Well, that was easy.
We got the enigmatic fortress multiplier. The day has arrived. Our observation subroutines were in place and ready to give us thorough exploration of the chamber of the fortress. As the study began, a small portion of our consciousness focused on the cube. Absorbed the study of blah 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 blah. Shortly after processing, we decided to move the study to the center of our cluster on the cube, where we specialize observing subroutines with that we will continuously observe. Hopefully, something more will come out of it. It's technically disappointing results because we didn't get as much unity as we could have got out of it. We still got a shit ton out of it. But what I care about more is that it gave us a lot more amenities. Anemones? I can't read that word. Amenities? I don't know that word.
Ad. I'm talking an ad. Spell it.
I'm screaming it. I'm streaming it on Discord.
Okay, now you're streaming on Discord. Okay. No, you're not.
I'm not?
Nope.
I selected to stream it on Discord. Why did the Discord fuck me? Fuck you, Discord.
Well, it said fuck you. Okay.
Fuck
Yeah.
you fucking.
Uh,
Amenities, the one that says plus 1500 above housing.
where the?
I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Oh, amenities. Amenities.
Amenities. Okay.
Amen. It is.
Amenities. Got it.
Amenities. Yeah. And then it just beats it.
Because I couldn't tell if I was guessing those are eyes, right? Because I know there's no such thing as like putting L's next to a T like that in the English
No,
language.
unless you're French or weird.
Yeah, in the English language, I don't think I remember that pattern. So I was like, I still can't say it. Amenities. Amenities.
Amen. It is.
Amenities.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Once you speed it up, you'll get the normal. Ow. Way to say it.
You know what, Akira? That actually helps a lot. Amenities. 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 Okay. Thank you. What the fuck just happened here? How we burning energy? Probably because our military is so goddamn thick. Oh, look, he's learning. Shut up, bitch. Don't mock me.
Oh, look, she's growing.
Shut up, Rift. Don't mock her. And she once again says violence.
Yes, because
Oh,
that's her strongest word.
Oh, Rift. You want to see the new meme that I made? Not made, but like got commissioned to my character.
Sure.
And okay.
Why the fuck not?
Okay, I got it. So the meme that I got made, right? I got it because
Stay
of
quiet.
no, you can talk about it.
Okay.
You know, I got it because strictly, what's it called? In like the games that I play, like Goose Goose Duck and Among Us, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of times that I get away with shit. You know, because like people believe me when I'm lying and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's so fucking obvious that it just becomes like, oh god, I don't care. Just kill him anyway.
Yeah, so like I'm either so obvious about it or they can't tell if I'm actually being seriously obvious or not. You know?
And then you just get killed anyway, because fuck you.
Because I switch it up. Sometimes I make it predictable as fuck so that way people think I'm predictable and then I turn around and surprise. And then sometimes
and then you get no
yeah,
and then you get no content, because again, everyone fucking kills you.
eventually. You know?
Oh, you DM'd it.
Yeah, I DM'd it. I'm not gonna fucking
Classic. New classic.
yeah, just that. We can't keep getting away again. So the reason why I got that is because there was a moment in a clip where we got edited and I was talking to Cal, and there's a moment where like I come in as an invisible duck, right? And I just straight up murder someone, right? Come back in and I'm playing it off like I'm innocent because they're already blaming someone else and there's already an argument of people trying to figure out who did it, right? as they do this, I just blatantly walk past Mr. Catman and kill him in front of everyone, right? In the most obvious, like, yeah, he's the killer moment ever, right? But I got away with it because they thought it was the invisible duck again. And I was playing away with, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. And we were gonna use that meme playing around, playing in the background of when I say this stuff, pretending to be innocent after blatantly murdering someone. And that meme is just gonna be over here like, he can't keep getting away with it.
It's so fucking stupid. God help me.
Like, I need to show you that clip. It is the dumbest thing ever. So, sorry. Oh, look, I taught my homie Keith how to read, LOL. Violence. And the only friend that has a girlfriend is autistic. I don't understand. Sometimes some girls, like, nowadays, tism is the fad, you know? Like, people like tism now, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff. So that's fine. It depends on the tism, though. No, most of my friends are autistic and have ADHD, or both. Autism people are fun to be around. Yeah, they are. Leori has autism. Yes.
1 second.
She's autistic. And mildly retarded. I'm not saying that to bully. That's literally a condition she has.
I legit had to hold myself. I'm like, what the? Oh yeah.
As she puts the dumb cat emote. And then goes giggle hee 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 hee. Yeah, we love Leori. She's a special individual. Which is why we raised money to help her. It's like, there are moments where she's like genuinely one of the most mature people I've ever known, and like just a good person, like smart and everything. And then there's a lot of moments where she's dumb. A lot of moments where she's dumb and silly. Thank you, Rift. Because, like, there are moments where she locks the fuck in, twin. Like, you would not understand. I'm just over here like, you sure you're retarded? Like, ain't no way. Right? And then there are moments where I'm like, oh, she used too much of her brain cells. She need to not think and play silly game and be distracted. You know? Oh, that is the wrong one. That is an old charity thing that no longer is active right now. The big icon stuff. No, that's the wrong one, Rift. Technically, people could still donate, I think, to it, but that's not. That's the wrong link. How the fuck? Where the fuck did you get that? Where the fuck did you get that? Oh, because you hit exclamation point charity. No, it's not a charity. A friend that has autism is in 7th grade and the 9th grade math. And 10th grade math. Oh. Okay. Autism's kind of like a superpower, though, you know? You trade in a little bit of social ability, right? And you get the ability to, like, hyper obsess and lock in on some shit, you know? And it could be a superpower. It's just, what are you hyper obsessed and locked in about? Like, are you locked in about Legos and trains? Dinosaurs? You know? Or are you locked in to the histories of humanity, mathematics, science, chemistry, and stuff like that, and, you know? It's a coin flip. It's either a hobby that you will easily be exploited in and they will take all your fucking money, or something that is extremely strived for and now you are hyper intelligent in it because you have the ability to lock in like no one else has before you.
And
So.
if you're lucky, you might be able to risen with the tism because you have the knowledge that they have.
Leori, can you delete the false charity link?
Yes, and I was thinking like, man, that'd be great. Charity thing for Leori. Oh wait, it's the wrong link. What the fuck?
You cannot. Can I?
Or like exclamation point Leori. Make it the quick explanation for what the fuck's going on.
No, dumbass. All you gotta do is just grab the link from the thing.
Grab the link and twist it.
Honestly, Leori, I was gonna say, yeah, if they do it again and they
Yeah.
don't catch, like, because there's a moment of where like it's funny, and then there's a moment where it's like, bro, relax, you're showing your immaturity right now, you know. Like, I don't want to be a party pooper, but like, you don't help. The kid just is having fun. He's teasing and, you know, trolling a little bit, but it's true. You are a mod. You're not just a normal person that can be trolled. You are my #1 mod. You are here to make sure that my stream runs perfectly well. And if they don't listen to you when you're being serious and you have repeated yourself, you have every right to time people out, you know?
Whack 'em.
It is why I give you the authority. Like, I don't want to be an asshole about it, but I leave it at the viewing discretion of my mod. Fully capable mod. And the other fully capable members of my mod team. Yes, Leori is our #1 mod. She is the mod in charge of other mods, if you would.
Yeah, 'cause she tends to be here the most.
Well, she also has the most experience doing it.
Ah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
What is this? Well, where'd it go? Here it is. What are you?
What is on your face?
Oh,
Is that a disguise?
Fall Guys has decided to start spawning all the shit.
Oh shit.
That's fine. That's what those redeems are for. Dude, why am I hungry again?
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Like, I'm not trying to, like, stay eating because I'm bored and stuff, but I just felt like a pang in my stomach that said, hey, you're kind of hungry. And I'm like, I ate at, like, 9 o'clock. No,
What did you
I
eat
ate
at
around,
9
like,
o'clock?
10. I ate at 10 something. I had, like, 4 slices of pizza.
Oh. Was it like cheese pizza or did it have toppings and shit on it? Like real food?
Hawaiian.
Ah, okay, that's plenty. Because if it's cheese, well then what the fuck are you doing?
Well, some people like cheese. Sometimes the best pizza is just simple cheese, especially in
No,
New
I
York.
agree, I
If you like,
agree.
if you get yourself a like actual New York style pizza, if you put any toppings on it, that's not a real New York style pizza.
No,
At least according
I
to my New
agree.
York friends, you know.
I agree. It's just like the extra food goes a bit.
Well, yeah, like it's more than just carbs and lactose, you know, with tomato sauce. You know, at least you could add some veggies, some meat, some fruit if you want to, I guess. I don't know. Stuff like that. You know? It's just that I ordered a Hawaiian pizza for my family because one, I'm not paying for it. They just told me to find the best deal, and I did. For delivery and stuff. And I know my mom only really fucks with cheese, you know?
Mm.
And then since I'm buying it for my family, I'm just like, all right, bet. My dad loves Hawaiian pizza. I know pineapple on pizza is like a 50-50 split. You either love it or you hate it, right?
It's a sin.
And so to me, I grew up with it. It's not my favorite. I don't hate it, so meh. You know?
Ah.
It's like, I don't understand the blatant hate for it. Like, I think it's people who blatantly hate it. I'm gonna say it. I think they're retarded.
I hate it for the meme.
You know? And then, like, people who love it, I'm like, okay, you have a different palate, you know? I think it's okay for people to like what they like to eat, but to say that something is just straight up garbage or that they hate it, I just think you're closed-minded and an asshole, you know? Like, if you don't like it, that's fine. But if you're gonna go as far away and say it doesn't belong on, or all this other stuff, shut the fuck up. You know? So, I know pineapple's nasty on you, to you. It's fine. That's your take. And you like pineapple, so that's on you. Like, that's fine. To me, my favorite pizza is basically just Alfredo sauce with spinach and mushroom and chicken. That, or I'll go with the barbecue chicken with onions. Both of those are pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm just like a pepperoni sausage kind of guy. I don't do chicken or barbecue sauce or nah.
And so it's also because like I'm not a big fan of just straight up red tomato, like the red sauce anymore. Like I'll eat it and I will no longer like be so uppity about it, but a few years ago it used to make me so sick and I hated it. You know?
Ah.
To the point where like everyone else will be like, "Oh, let's get pizza." And then basically everyone will order pizza and I will always order something that's 100% not pizza. Just for myself. And they're like, "Why are you not getting any of the pizza?" And I'll be like, "I genuinely don't like pizza." Womp womp.
I just got a note here. Oh, fuck. Fuck. There we go.
But in reality, it's not that I don't like pizza. It's I don't like normal pizza. Like I don't like the basic pizza. I like switching up the sauce. You know? I like the white sauce, I like barbecue sauce, I like pesto, I like olive oil. And stuff.
Mm.
Those have all been good flavors. Uh let's see. I tried one that was garlic Asiago. That was pretty cool. Very savory.
All right. You could do this
Excuse me. Back of the
in the
roof of my mouth,
future.
which is,
I sent you a DM.
you know. So far the worst topping for me that I tried, like I just did not like, is what's it called? Anchovy. I did not like anchovy.
Mm.
Give me a 3-meat pizza with extra cheese stuffed, blah 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 blah. You know, I get it. I know. She and you both like meat. Y'all are meat lovers. Just put the meat in your mouth and you're happy. I'm trying to make it as sus as possible by saying meat in mouth as much as possible.
Were you talking to me?
Both you and Leori. Because I know you both like meat. The 3-meat pizza and shit like that. Or in your case, pepperoni and sausage.
Yes.
So. No,
Kind of a
I like.
kind of end of
Shit,
series.
dude. What is your favorite meat? Like if you go to the grocery store today and you just buy a casual piece of meat that you're gonna cook for the week, you know, or that's always on your consistent weekly grocery store trip or bi-weekly grocery store trip. What is the meat that you, if money was not an issue, is your favorite meat?
I would just buy beef and then like use it for like anything and everything, whether it be pizza, tacos, this or that. It's the most versatile, so fuck it. And I don't. And it's not that it calls my soul. It makes me mouth water. No, it just it's good.
So you like
I
beef?
don't.
I'm not gonna
I don't.
address that comment.
Yeah, I like
uh,
beef,
you like beef, so
but
any particular
it
type of beef? Like, what are we talking about?
just beef, just beef, like cow beef, obviously. But
But no, I'm talking about like, are we talking about like ground beef? We're talking about different types of
oh
steak. Uh,
ground, fucking ground. Me with steak, I can't eat steak. It just no.
okay, so ground beef
Um,
then.
yeah, ground beef.
Okay, nothing wrong with ground beef. For Leori, if money wasn't an issue, she would say ribs.
Ribs.
Dude, I fuck heavy with ribs. On my mama, dude. Ribs go hard. You
Daddy used to put it on
say
my
you
mama.
like chewy ribeye. Yeah, ribeye is a good steak. That's a solid steak. Akira is. Are we talking about pizza still? With pepperoni, bacon, mushrooms, provolone cheese is
Okay, yeah,
fire.
pizza,
I think it's still. Yeah, I think he's still talking pizza.
clearly. And then Leori and everyone else is on beef. Yeah.
She's talking about
Sure.
barbecue ribs. Question: do you like? I know you said ribs, and I know you're talking about pork ribs, but do you like beef ribs as well? You forgot to send it during the pizza talk. Yeah, no, that's a solid pizza right there, my guy. Pepperoni, bacon, mushrooms, and provolone cheese. I believe it. You know. Brisket for you, my boy. He knows. He knows brisket go hard. Um,
You know, with ball, brisket.
Dude, you know what it is for me? And I need to be careful with this because it can trigger gout. You know?
Ah,
I fucking love pork chops.
my brother made some for me when I went to
Oh
go
my
visit him and
god,
his
I
girlfriend.
fucking
Yeah,
love pork chops.
just depends on how they're made.
Dude. You can fry them, air fry them, grill them, bake them, saute them. I don't give a fuck. I love pork chops. That shit goes hard. You know? You don't like tender steak, you prefer to chew hard? That's fair. That's fair. So I'm assuming you don't go with that medium rare when they ask you. You might go more towards either medium or medium well or just well done. Smoked meats for Commander Griffin. Here's the question. Which kind of smoked meat you're talking about? I know, because, like, you can smoke any kind of meat in general, you know?
Ah,
But, like, say you have to pick one. What is the cream of the top? The creme de la creme. Right? That's the phrase? Of meat. Like, smoked meat to you. Like, if I were to present you a smoked chicken or a smoked ribs, which is best for you? If it's just one, smoked brisket. My boy. Griffin, next time you ever come to Texas and stuff, right? And I have the ability to, please, 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 smoked brisket on me. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. We'll go to a restaurant. I'm gonna buy you a platter.
I'm gonna buy you a drink.
It's the least I could do for all the shit you've done for me.
You mind if I have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down?
You're only learning more things you could do. Fuck yeah, dude. Texas smoked brisket or no other will do. That's fair. Medium rare to medium is the best. Honestly, for me, I usually go with medium. That's my favorite steak cooking levels and stuff. Medium. KG Williams, thank you for the fucking posture check. I know you didn't redeem stretch, but I did it. And hydrate. You're revamping Kyrie and your Discords now? Awesome.
Ooh. Nice.
Alright, what's up, KG? How you doing, bro? We were talking about what is everyone's favorite, like, meat. You know? So, like, for example, Leori's favorite is, like, pork ribs. Akira and Commander Griffin chose brisket. Fall Guys Gaming said a chewy ribeye. Rift said ground beef, and I said pork chops. You know? Like, if there was one that you had to buy at the grocery store all the time, yeah. You know? And money's not an issue. You know? Biscuits. I tried brisket, and the thing is, brisket's very hit or miss. Like, the best brisket is God tier, but, like, a mid brisket or everything else, and I'm like, just give me some pork chops or some ribs. You know? Also, what's up, Alex? Yours is biscuits. I'm kind of dumb. Why am I not knowing what biscuits is?
I think it's Spanish shit.
It's a tender piece of shellfish. Like lobster bisque? Am I reading wrong? Am I reading it wrong, Alex? Are you talking about lobster bisque? Is that how you pronounce it?
Biscuit.
Akira, I'll take you up on that offer. Send me some. That's crazy. I'm just nursing a headache after getting clocked in. The head. What the fuck? Who the fuck and what the fuck hit you in the head? I got a smoker. We'll cook. That's cool. Food talk almost 3 a.m. and now I'm sorry, dude. We're talking food. It's just what happened. You got a smoker. We'll cook. I'm playing with the name. I'm a fan of barbecue and Asian foods. Oh. Are you talking about beef steak? My beef steak? I'm a fan of barbecue and Asian foods. Yeah. Sheldon's Cooper Meemaw's brisket goes hard. We just need some wood and we gotta go. We gotta start a barbecue channel now. That's crazy.
So you mean we can get paid to be fat asses? Let's go. Yeah.
We can, Rift. We can. I'm sorry if you got hungry with this conversation. We started talking about like pizza and then you guys were meat lovers and now all that other stuff. So I just started asking people what's their favorite meat. Oh, brisket. Okay. Biscuits. That's funny. Yeah. That shit's fire, you know? Like, for me, it's either pork chops or ribs. It's a toss-up for both, and they're very different. But if we're talking about something that I could eat every day, no issues whatsoever, it will just be chicken. I go crazy for like any chicken. Chicken's just always good. Especially wings. Ooh, I'll fuck up some chicken wings. You were setting up a bed, a metal bed frame. I wasn't paying attention, and one of the metal frames fell on the side of your head. Golly, dude. Yeah, that shit fucking sucks. Metal to the cranium is never fun.
Let me see if I can use things to restart the dryer.
Oh, damn. Bacon is versatile, can be used for a lot of things. Have you checked for bleeding concussion? Yes, Leord. Unless you made some barbecue ribs with a pull of pork with some side fries. Hell yeah. Just woke up from your nap? Well, good morning, I guess. Solid meal. Hell yeah. So I love to get ribs or chicken wings. Honestly. Man. I'm not going to eat anything tonight. If I do, it's just going to be a boiled egg. Or two.
Why boil an egg? Just because it's like quick, simple, or
Quick, simple. I don't want to cook anything exactly. And egg is always healthy. You know? If you really want to go the super healthy route, you'll just toss out the fucking yolk. But since I don't have a dog with me anymore, I will eat the yolk.
fuck.
I was bleeding a little bit, but it's a wrap up. Well, if you don't feel like you're concussed, I guess that's your call, your body. You know. But please take care. Use some medication. Feel better. Get good, kid.
Feel better about yourself.
Research complete.
Okay. Gateway construction unlocked. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I think you only get like 2 concussions before you get strike 3, and if you get strike 3, you're fucking all your brain functions just fall off a cliff. I'm already at like 1. I'd rather not risk a second. Because I only have one more strike left to go. Yikes.
I'm already dumb. I ain't afraid of concussions. If you get knocked the fuck out, is that a concussion?
Yes, because that is your brain. It's either your brain has to go to sleep to reset itself, or your brain wants to go to sleep when it shouldn't. We don't know. I think the new science is that it's just your brain resetting. But overall,
Okay.
It's not good.
In that case, I only been knocked the fuck out once. and it was
You
by
got
my
an
father.
Fuck out. Damn. You want to talk about it?
Honestly, it was an accident.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, no, he didn't just post up and just Falcon punched my ass. No, like,
Falcon punch.
no, dodge. No. Long story short, what happened was, I was a little kid, and I was just hanging around in the backyard, and my dad bought a basketball hoop, right?
Ah.
And so he was testing it out and filled it with water like you're supposed to.
Mhm.
And he had it at a certain height, and basically he went to go dunk, right? He went to go for a dunk, and I guess held on to it for too long or something, and the basketball hoop started falling over, right? In a brief moment, I looked up and I saw that the basketball hoop was about to basically hit me, and my dad dove to try to cover me. And I don't know what knocked me out, if it was the hoop that hit me, or if he tackled me too hard and my head hit the floor.
Damn.
What I do remember is that I woke up in bed. You know?
Oh, we have time skip. Did I get stronger? No.
What I do realize is that I woke up in bed, and I remember my dad felt extremely bad. I think my mom was pissed at him, and then my brother. This is how I know I was really young, is that my brother was still young enough and stupid enough to try to connect a bunch of bendy straws to try to create like the really super long silly straws that you would see like on Disney Channel growing up and shit, right?
Ah.
And stupid like that to try to make me drink without having to lift up on it. And I think I forget which parent, it might have been my mom. She walked in, called him dumb, moved the straws aside, gave me only one, and I was over here like, I appreciated the effort. I should get knocked out more. Like, I feel like the whole family's actually concerned about me for once.
You have to get mental damage in order to get love? God.
You know? My early childhood's rough. My dad was a very, very 50-50 parenting style in a sense. 50% of the time, he's the greatest father you could ever ask for. The other 50% of the time, just be an alcoholic so I could blame the alcohol. You know? And stuff like that. Because, like, at some moments, he made sure that we never lacked. We always had gifts on Christmas, our birthdays. There was always food on the table. He always provided. Good job, you know?
Yeah, right.
He took us to like Six Flags, all these other things. He did all the things that he never could as a child. He made sure that we never lacked, right? So that's the good side of him. The bad side of him is that one time he basically made me hold on to the bunk bed, and then he whipped me like a slave. To the point where I cannot sleep on my back because the welts were so fucking painful. I developed the psychological trauma that makes me only fall asleep easy if I'm lying on my stomach or my side.
Ah.
Yeah. And I remember it was really bad because my mom saw the afterwards about it, tried to comfort me, and then tore him up in argument, like in a huge argument and stuff. And I guess he acknowledged that he went too far. Because he whipped me to the point that not only did it hurt, and I was on the verge of having torn skin and bleeding, I pissed myself. I remember that shit. You know? He beat the piss out of me. You know?
Yeah. For
So-
my family's physical beatings or whatnot, it was just spanking with a hairbrush. It was bad. To the point where they just were like, alright, we're done. But,
I know that was probably bad for you, but a part of me was really trying not to just straight up cut you off and say that's some pussy shit.
that's right. I'm just like, whip the belt? Oh god.
It's like no, you're right. Like that's valid. That's like getting beat with a brush not exactly the most comfortable thing in the world. Um,
But a whip? Oh god, that's worse.
yeah, no, like, yeah, because, like, well, look, you have to understand, my family comes from basically not a first world country in Puerto Rico, right? It's
Yeah.
like the bottom of the first world country in a sense. And so you also have to understand that my father had a much more, extremely much more abusive father, you know? And he was an alcoholic. So, like, you don't get a fucking, how to be a parent instruction guide that works to create, to raise your children perfectly. You know, that doesn't exist. You know, you could read all the parental guides that teach you about either, snowflake parenting and all this other shit or all that other stuff, things that you should do, but it doesn't create the perfect child. A lot of times you'll either get, you lack the discipline to make a disciplined child, or sometimes you enforced too much discipline to the point that you traumatized the child. You know,
Yeah.
it's not an easy thing. So, in my dad's defense, he had a shit life and he was just trying to be better than the person before him, which he successfully did with passing
Yeah.
colors. You know.
From what I remember, yeah.
But at the same time, there was a lot of traumatic shit that has affected me. And there's a lot of bad memories on things like that.
Once and never said sorry, and I was 4.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, stuff like that, you know? Shoot, I remember one of the most traumatic things in my life. It didn't happen to me because I managed to get away. But my dad had a taser and for some reason thought it was funny to tase his children.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I remember he used it, he ended up tasing my brother, and I dipped. I dipped, locked the door to my room, barricaded it as best as I could, and I remember the most traumatic thing is him trying to tell me to unlock the door and open it, and that he's just playing around, that he's not gonna hurt me, and I'm like, bullshit, I know the devil.
What is on your face?
You know, I'm like, bullshit, I know the devil, I know that shit. You ain't getting me. You ain't getting me. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm smart. I'm intelligent. You ain't getting me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of fun. I don't know.
Fun,
They make good
traumatic.
yeah, like they're good memories now because I've grown and learned from them and they don't debilitate me.
Yes.
You know? Like I'm healed, so I could laugh about it and be like, that's a funny memory. Of course, in those times, it's probably traumatic as fuck.
Drama.
But like now I could grow from it, learn from it, and be like, all right, it's not as bad as I might have expected, you know?
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Latin parents are different, bro. Like we joke about the chancla, but that was probably one of the most like preferred punishments we could get sometimes, because the chancla eventually stops hurting. We just pretend it hurts, so that way we don't let them hurt other people. Because I learned that shit the moment that I was too strong for my mom to beat my ass. You know? Ugh. You know? Because when she found out that like when she tried to like spank me or smack me or whatever type of disciplinary action she tried to do, and it no longer hurt me, she just called my dad to beat my ass in her place. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna pretend, act like it hurts, and cry and stuff like that, so that way she thinks I've been disciplined, and that she doesn't summon the fucking silverback gorilla that is my father.
Fucking
This motherfucker said, "You're still young. There's still time." That is fucked. He said, "You're still young. There's still time." Oh, that's funny as shit. I think what made it so funny to me is that he put a smiling emoji afterwards. Okay.
Colony established.
For me, all the things your parents would still get you frustrated, and that's why I don't talk to your mom anymore. I get it. I get it. But also, here's the one thing I will have to say about modern family shit is that society tells kids that it's okay to cut off ties with your parents and not try to talk with them and stuff like that anymore. And I'm saying this not knowing how bad your situation is, because I know that some people's situations are just so fucking bad. It is healthier to just cut ties, right? But like, also at the same time is sometimes uh you need to let things go, right? If you hold on and continue holding on to resentment and stuff, you don't really heal from it, you just put it aside, right?
Yeah.
And even if the person that has hurt you and has basically taken advantage of you to the point where you no longer want to communicate with them or deal with them, you still kind of have to at least let go of it, you know? Talk to them one more time, see if you could find it in your heart not to like trust them again, but you need to forgive them, right? You need to forgive them and let go, right? And the reason why I say that is that you don't forgive them for their benefit. You forgive them for your own. Because holding on to resentment and holding on to rage, holding on to that grudge and negative energy is toxic. It's only gonna keep you it's gonna prevent you from growing, right? So when I tell people to forgive other people, I'm not saying forgive them because they deserve to be forgiven. I say forgive them because you deserve to let them go. Right? Just because you forgive them doesn't mean you have to trust them and let them back into your life. But you do have to forgive them, you know? Not because they earned your forgiveness, but because you're forgiving them for being a failure. You're forgiving them for being, incompetent, whether it was their fault or not. I will forgive you for your failures, even though you don't deserve it, because I will no longer hold on to your incompetence and let it ruin my life. That's why we forgive. It's not for the other person, it's for yourself. Right?
Be selfish with your apologies.
I mean, it is kind of selfish, But
In
like,
a way, but you still need to it needs to be real. It can't just be
yeah.
That's
Yeah. And then if people don't accept your forgiveness, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. I'm not forgiving you for you. I'm forgiving you for me. And it's the same thing for apologies. When you fuck up, you apologize. Not so that people forgive you, but so that you could repent and learn from your mistakes. Right? Mm-hmm. So like, for example, I got into a really stupid, petty argument with my brother one time. Probably beginning of this year or some point last year. And he said something. I was pissed. I said something short, curt, and it hurt his feelings drastically. You could tell that he was extremely butthurt. Should he have been? I don't think so. I don't think it was that serious, But to him, maybe it triggered something in his trauma and stuff, and it really hurt his feelings. It really fucked with him mentally, right? Because I'm his younger brother, and I probably shouldn't have talked to him like that, right? But I apologized because I realized what I did was wrong, right? His butthurt ass feelings right? And let me just say this: no matter how old and mature you are, when you are in a compromised state of mentality, sometimes you make the most immature decisions and say the most immature shit, right?
Yes.
And so in this case, he basically said, "Well, I don't accept your apology," right? Trying to be spiteful and hateful or whatever, right? And I just laughed and said, "I don't give a fuck." You think I am apologizing so that you can forgive me? I don't give a fuck if you forgive me. I apologize because I acknowledged what I did was wrong. You
It
know?
is not conditional on you, bitch.
You know? I don't need your forgiveness. I don't care for your forgiveness. Matter of fact, you don't even have to tell me you're forgiven because I don't give a fuck about you. Those of you who don't know, my relationship with my brother is one of the least important relationships to me on the planet. You know, to me, he's been dead for a while, but he's slowly been resuscitated and coming back because he's proven that he's becoming a better person, a better man. And, you know, he's my only sibling alive. And, well, the mature part of me says, hey, don't be so selfish that you destroy the only relationship you have with your sibling, you know? And then the other part of me is like, but I don't give a fuck though.
Fuck you, am I
You know?
right?
And so that's where I'm at a personal war with my own natural mindset versus let me try to mature and be a better person. You know? So there's that. But that's what apologizing and forgiveness is for. It's more about you than it is about the other person. Right? So.
Incoming at break.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me go ahead and
Right.
catch up on the comments real quick and then you can
Fair.
say it. Your father's been deployed in the Navy, so he's never been able to discipline you. He will return in time. He visits every now and then. He's retiring in a few years. Hell yeah, good for him. Good for your family. You deserve to have a father active in your life. If I tell you all the stories that my parents have done, you would have understand my decision. Honestly, I would. You know, like I could understand a lot of things, and trust me, because my parents done a lot too. I always say that forgiveness and all that other stuff, it's easier said than done. I think everyone can be forgiven, but that doesn't mean by forgiving someone you deny them or deny yourself the right to justice, right? Because, you know, sins have a price to be paid. You could forgive someone, but a price still needs to be paid, you know?
Justice.
And that's what justice is. It's not about revenge, it's about recompense. You know? I think I'm using that word correctly.
Setting the record straight?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Justice, yeah. Yeah, I'll be for me and my family. My atomic family was actually quite well, even though yeah, it had shit like anyone else would. But then after I started to like understand, like, oh, this is communism. Communism relies on breaking the nuclear family. And then I see this shit out from the 2000s. I'm like, this isn't meant to be communist shit, but like, why is breaking the why is found family such a strong fucking thing in this era? But God, yeah, no.
No, I get it. And Alex, when you said one little bit of the story when I tried to talk to my mom about it, she called you a pussy and that she never did anything wrong, and I really tried to talk about my childhood. I get that. And I have encountered people like that really ridicule genuine, like, hey, you fucked me up, you know? You fucked me up bad, and like, I want to talk about this because I want to let you know that was not cool, and you really hurt my feelings. You did me dirty, you know? And then their mindset is, I didn't do anything bad, fuck you, shit like that. I get not wanting to deal with that person, but also at the same time, when you forgive someone, it's not so much we as a species really want to be heard, right? We really want to be heard. We really want people to see and understand things from our point of view. Sometimes there are some people in the world, sometimes we're related to them, sometimes they're people that we used to admire and love and idolize, and sometimes they're just random idiots on the street. Sometimes you cannot make your point across because the other person is so ignorant or so fucking stuck in their own selfish mindsets that they will never understand you. Instead of holding that against them, what we should all do is just let them go. You know, you don't talk to a fool in the same manner a fool speaks to you. Otherwise, you bring yourself down to that level. Instead, when a fool speaks to you, you could either turn the other ear and ignore them, or you can refute them in a way that basically shows towards anyone else that they are just a fool. You know?
Fool will bring you down and beat you with experience.
You want to talk to your mom. Got it. So do you have problems with both parents, or are we just talking about your mom and you accidentally typed dad? Because I'm about to say, damn, bro. Double whammy. Yeah, I think the only beef I ever had with my mom is that early in my childhood, she was just very neglectful. You know? Because, like, she made sure that we ate and that she took care of us and stuff. You know, she made sure that we were alive. You know, she wasn't neglectful that way. She was emotionally neglectful, you know? Because most of the time she just rotted away on the couch watching her Spanish novellas and shit like that. And there was no way to kind of just talk to her for advice or when you needed somebody to comfort you and stuff. No, you know? So, like, I learned that I could never really depend on my parents for those type of topics, you know? Well, your dad too, but he got better. See? That's fair. You can be straight with your dad, you know? You rather apologize to yourself and blame yourself for anything negative that happens to me? It's easier. It might be easier, but it's definitely not healthier.
Yeah.
Sometimes things in life are not about being easier. If everything was easy, everyone would do it and there wouldn't be problems. No. Sometimes people, there's a phrase that I think I've heard. I forgot who said it, but if it was easy, it's not worth doing. Right. You could go ahead and do your autistic thing and look up and figure out who actually said that, but like...
Because that's basically the root of fucking Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah. Because I'm just saying, like, if it was meant to be easy, then it's not really worth doing. Right? And so what that looks like is just because you could blame yourself and then, you know, apologize about it and stuff, you shouldn't blame yourself because you're not the problem. You are not a problem. You're a person. Right? And sometimes you make mistakes. That is not your fault. Integrated.
Who said this? Give me the answer, AI. God damn it. Yeah, there's no real, like, definitive historical author, but their most famous versions are Michael Josephson, Roy T. Bennett, Theodore Roosevelt. Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means pain, effort, difficulty. I've never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. Yeah. Then Albus Dumbledore. Well, no, that's soon what we must face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
Right.
That might be something from, like, Naruto, I think, because that's, like, the only other thing that's maybe ringing in my head, but that's probably wrong, too.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere, but, like, it's a common thing, so.
Yeah.
If you always blame yourself, people will only take advantage of you. That's okay to me. It's okay until it no longer becomes okay. You know? Because the problem is, what that's going to do is that it's going to make you fall into a pit of despair. It's going to make you fall into a pit of anxiety. It's going to make you fall into a pit of depression. Fall Guys, you are not a fucking problem. You're just a 13-year-old kid going through it. Right? You can't blame yourself for shit that's out of your control. It makes things simpler, but that's the lie. It's a simple answer, but then all you're doing is painting over the cracks in the wall, right? That doesn't address the problem, and it's only gonna get worse. I'm telling you this from experience, right? I'm telling you this because I've seen people do that, and it only gets worse over the years. I tell you this because once upon a time, I used to think that way, and it did not help me at all. You know?
Once upon a fuck shit.
It ruins my self-confidence. You know? I've seen it destroy people's happiness. The way that they could function. It's not a healthy way. It is not the right way. You know? It's best to understand when you do something wrong that, yes, I am in the wrong. But when it's someone else's fault, or if it's some unforeseen circumstances, it can't be your fault. Some things are out of your control. You are not God. You know?
That's just an extreme version of internal locus of control, yeah.
So, and I'm not saying talk to a therapist. I personally believe therapy is not necessary, but it became a necessary for one simple reason. The fact that a community has fallen apart. The sense of community, the sense of family has fallen apart. Because therapists were not really needed way back then. People were able to rely on their community, their friends, their family in a way that therapy wasn't really needed, you know? And they had a purpose in life to focus on. Nowadays, it's hard to figure out what our purpose in life or society is, and people are antisocial as ever, at least when it talks about personal connections. Because anyone could talk online and make friends that way, but that personal connection, it's lacking. You know? It's lacking. So.
Yeah.
That's why
No,
therapy kind of exists. You pay someone to do what you don't have. Listen to your shit. And some of them are worth it, some of them are not. And unfortunately, they do leech off your trauma to make money. But that's because you don't have anyone else to talk to that's willing or able to sit and listen to your trauma. Right? That's why people say just take therapy. It does work, but it's going to take a time. And if you have money. Otherwise than that, just hope you have good friends and family to talk to. You know?
Yeah, that's how I realized that, as I've said before, like last stream or whatnot, I had to meet my brother's new girlfriend and whatnot, and so then just by talking and having a casual conversation, I realized I straw man my fucking straw man my trauma to get over it quickly, and then laugh about it, and not really even just putting a band-aid over it. No, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
It's and like yeah, therapy is bullshit to an extent, and it's just like damn.
Therapy is the unnecessary requirement to basically be a fully functional person in society if you don't have people that you can rely on. Like I said, if you don't have a family member you can trust in, you don't have friends you can trust in, you don't have a mentor you can trust in, you know? It just happens.
Mm-hmm.
Fall Guys, I'm letting you know. I know it's easier to run. It's easier to ignore it and hide. You rather do it because it's simpler, it's easier. But that's called overthinking, and you're not feeling it as bad right now because you're young. You're young and there's
Yeah.
not a lot of things on your life that are gonna fucking attack you and are only solely dependent on you.
You are a child.
You know? When life gets a little bit more serious and people start treating you like a full-on adult and all these other things, you're gonna have too many other things to be worried about, trying to focus on, and it's gonna ruin your life. You know? Like I said, the best things that anyone could ever do is 3 things. You learn to forgive, you learn to forget, and you learn to apologize. You know? And here's the funny thing. Sometimes it's better to not think at all. There's no such thing as underthinking unless you're trying to solve a logical problem. There's nothing wrong about going dumb and having, like, being, you know, for lack of other words, I love being retarded. You know?
I'm a little retarded.
It's okay to be a little retarded, you know? You know, you don't need to overthink. Overthinking just robs happiness at times, unless you're trying to actually come up with like a logical solution to something and think philosophically about it. In that case, you're a philosopher. But like outside of that, no, relax. You know?
You are a child.
You know, live life. Have fun.
Just live that. Yeah, I can't think of the rest of that song.
You
That was
know?
what, 2000? Whatever.
That's basically it. You know. Personally, this is one of the reasons why I enjoyed being a substitute teacher when I did work as a substitute teacher. Or whenever I was in college or an upperclassman, I loved adopting the younger people into my friend group, right? Because I never had a mentor growing up, and I loved trying to be a mentor for people, right? But I'm also just one person and an idiot on the internet, right? So sometimes I'm not gonna give the most valid advice, but I acknowledge that, and I think that puts me far above a lot of people. You know, I think there's wisdom in knowing that you're not the wisest person on the planet. You know.
Yeah.
You just think about how worse other people's lives are, and then I realize the things that trouble me aren't that bad.
That's a way of, yeah.
I mean, there's not. You never really want to compare. No, Rift, shut the fuck up for a second, dumbass. All right. There's nothing wrong with like comparing your life to other people. You know, sometimes if someone's doing better than you, it helps you strive for a better goal. And if someone's doing worse than you kind of feel better about not being as bad. But you learn to be content with what you got, but hungry enough to strive for better. You know? You be grateful for what you have, and then and there's things that are in your ability to improve. We improve, right? For example, I'm grateful about a lot of things I have, but there's a lot of things I want to improve, like my physical health. What do I have to do? I got to go to the gym. Rift is an amazing individual. He is. Without a doubt, he is a good individual, an amazing individual. You know? But he's also a little retarded. And he's not always the best to give advice at times, you know? In some subjects, right? Let Rift speak. I'm not letting him speak on that. I'm not letting him speak on that. I'm not letting him speak on that topic though. Because that is definitely not oh man, that's fucked up. Like no. It is a healthy way of living, but like if that's the only way you do it, then oh wow, we need to work on something.
I remember mentioning an idea like that to my dad, and he's just like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "Dad, what the fuck? Why is this bad?" And I'm just like, "That's still shit. Yeah, No.
Rift's advice is always correct. Now the kid's just trolling again.
Oh God.
Chat, boo this kid. He only thinks Rift is correct because he agrees with it. Because it's easier. Boo. Nah. In my eyes. Alex! He jumped on board just to boo the kid. No. I think the best advice I've ever received was from reading Socrates, or reading about Socrates, right? The philosopher.
I knew you were referencing that earlier. Damn it.
And basically it's the fact of never take... It's what he told Plato and his other students, right? Or so-called students who listen to him. It's in the book The Republic. He basically says along the lines, the simple thing is, never take anything that I say as straight facts. Always take it, do your own research, and compare and contrast. That's how you will always get closer to the truth. You don't just listen to the sources that you believe in. Take the sources even from the people you don't agree with. And you compare and contrast, and that's how you can get closest to the truth. Right? The best advice you ever received was from Rift.
Good luck. God help.
Good luck, God help you. That is so funny. Can I build a Juggernaut?
Oh, actually, yeah. What's the story of your map so far? Your Minecraft world?
Ban Fall Guy. Boo. No, don't ban him. Right now, I'm just sort of fixing up some things. I'm trying to build my gateways. Right? So that's where I'm at right now. Because I need to build 1, 2, 3, and then we go all the way over here. 4, 5 gateways, and they're sort of being built right now. And 3 of them are in the final process of finalizing right now. So, the reason why gateways are going to be important is that if I build them exactly on the choke points that enter my nation, right? What this allows me to do is instantaneously transport any of my ships, be it Navy, Army, or Science ship, or even construction ship, from one end of my territory to the other instantaneously.
Damn.
So instead of traveling through all these little highways and like hyperlanes, they can now just instant transition to each other's perimeters. Leori probably fell asleep, bud.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
So I tend to say that late gameplay, like late
What
game
is on your face?
gameplay
Is that
of
a
Stellaris.
disguise?
Okay. Late game gameplay of Stellaris is basically the construction of your gateways. Once you establish gateways, you're in the late game, right? Why are you in the late game? Because it makes basically conquest a lot easier. Because now you don't, a lot quicker. It increases the final play state, the format of the game. It's a lot faster, you know? So, like, when other nations are building their own gateways and stuff like that, if you are on friendly terms with them, you could teleport to their gateway, right? And y'all could basically open each other's portals towards each other. As soon as you're in negative hostile territory, your gateways are automatically closed off to your enemies.
Good.
It's like a wormhole you can control. So, by the way, I am Glass. The weather made me go by train. That way I got my headphones with me and have Obsidian's voice in my head. That's funny. Glad. You're glad. Phone don't speak no English. English hard. Me no speak of the English. So yes, I am the only responsible mod. Yay, that's crazy. Rift, he just said you're not responsible.
Okay.
He's like, okay, fuck him. I don't care.
I'm just like, I mean, I do my shit when I'm here, but when I'm not, I'm not. So
No, I get it. I get it. That's funny. I just love how you're nonchalant about it. What's on your face? Is that a disguise? Yes. We have Disguise Sidian on right now.
Oh.
I think my favorite thing about having the mustache and like the shades is that I can do this. And it's just funny to watch the watch the eyebrows change and see the mustache change at that angle.
Ah, okay.
So it's just funny.
It's very small, minute, but yeah.
I mean, it's enough to add personality to the facial expressions, like most facial expressions are in real life.
Actually.
Oh, guys. You hear that, Rift? You have a fan.
Oh, God. No, I'm not fan worthy.
What, you don't want a 13-year-old fan?
No.
You don't want a mentee? A student? A disciple to the School of Rift?
I'm not ready for that shit.
You never are.
Yeah.
Not you personally. I'm talking about everyone. You're never ready for the situations until they come and smack you in the face, and you could either learn how to adapt to this situation or strike out.
No.
They look up to Rift. Do you look up to him because he's taller than you, or no? Careful now. Careful who you call an idol. Hey, Rift, guess what? You gotta now start singing that stupid song. I'll be your idol.
I'm just disassociating. I'm just to be safe. Ugh. I think maybe a year or two, maybe, is when I might make moves and shit. So
Yeah, no problem.
At which point I'd try and help the friend do what he wants, and then if anyone that he's working with has some shit, I'd try and help.
Now you want to hear the Apron guys sing the whole Idol song? I don't know it by memory. Obsidian Icon, you should be humbled by Rift. Be humbled in his presence. There's a few times that I feel like he does humble me, but I will never say when those times are because it will get to his head.
Fair enough. Good job.
Because I know as soon as I said those words, I know the first two thoughts in your head is he's either lying or when. I want to know.
No, that's fair. At least you know my weakness. You could fucking strike. That's fair. Even then, don't gas me up in case I do some dumb shit.
Well, it's not so much like over here, like, oh yes, you know my weaknesses. No, it's just I'm not trying to put you in a situation to potentially fail in case.
Yeah.
You know.
It's one of those areas. God damn it. Okay. What the fuck was that? Oh. Was it 2003? Which means that first
chewing on your hair is fun.
2006? No.
I mean, if you fidget, That's basically fidgeting with your hair, I guess. You know, it's like whatever it is. If you like chewing on your hair, it's not good for your hair, but it's fine.
Even then, hair does not digest in the human stomach.
Even
you
then,
can
it's just hair. You can grow some more. Oh, sorry. No, oh my god. You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
For context, chat, I'm going bald. Yeah, no.
No, you didn't have to tell them that.
That's fine. 2008? Was it? God damn it. When did that game come out?
What game?
SABTK. Wait. Oh, SATBK. 2009. Sonic and the Black Knight. I mentioned Live Life. Or I think you said the word Live Life and it fucking triggered me. Yeah.
At least I didn't say live and learn.
Yeah. Good game. Oh, I actually need to play that game.
What? Sonic Adventures 2?
Ooh, yeah.
I need to stream it. I have it.
Yeah.
But I also need to stream and play Sonic Adventures 1, because I've never done that.
It's Sonic Adventure DX on Steam. You really
Oh,
can't
I have
get
it.
a physical copy. Yeah, you mentioned that before, yeah. I think if I were to stream it. Did you know that in Steven's Universe?
Did you know that Steven Universe, they mentioned you? I can't believe they don't pay you. Please notice the reference. I never watched Steven Universe.
I don't care about that art style. Anytime you show it to me, I just die.
I
hate it.
I think Steven Universe came out when I stopped watching TV. You know? That's when I was like, all right, now I only watch YouTube and like content creators and like Netflix and anime and stuff, you know?
Yeah, Steven's Universe.
What year was Steven Universe?
That's what I'm looking it up.
Okay.
2013 for 5 seasons.
Yeah, I think that was the period of my life when I didn't watch TV anymore because I was just gaming, playing football, doing theater. I was doing some extracurricular activities at church. I was working out. I was watching anime. So, yeah, I just stopped watching. What is Rift's channel name? Rift doesn't stream yet, but he technically has a Twitch account called Glaceon something.
If I were to change it or whatnot, whatever. I would probably change it and fix that because I have 2 names.
I do know that Steven Universe has characters named after precious stones and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had a character named Obsidian.
Yeah. 2013 to 2019. I would have been 13. Fucking 5th grade. Probably. Yeah, I wasn't into any of that stuff until...
Very underrated show. I don't know.
2017? Yeah, 2017 is when I started getting into anime. Yeah.
I think I stopped caring about shows like that because I remember when shows like Chowder and Flapjack came out and I was starting to stop giving a fuck about Cartoon Network and like stuff like that. You know? I think the last show that I actually watched and enjoyed that was like the most recent at that time when it dropped was like the regular show. That was it.
Yeah,
But that was because regular show originally was supposed to be on Adult Swim, apparently.
Oh, well, that's regular show. Yeah, the one where it's literally Mark Hamill, Roger Craig Smith, and everyone. Yeah. I don't have
Rift.
one, I don't
just type in chat. So that one. Just type in chat. Type hard R or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
There he is. I don't stream.
Yeah. No,
Okay, we are doing a marathon of Steven Universe when I get my rent obsidian. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we seriously gonna
No.
spend 3 hours of watching Steven Universe together?
God damn it.
Or are we using all 6 of those hours?
I've said this before for you at the very least, but for like Alex, my issue with Steven's Universe is like I hate how all of the art is round and there's no fucking straight edges for shit, no hard corners. I'm like, God damn it, where's the strength?
Oh, you don't like the soft animations?
Yes, because it like when you get into line psychology, you understand like, okay, what is the subtleties going on in the lines and how they affect you in your head. I fucking hate that.
No, I get it. I
You can
don't
also
like what they did with like some modern, oh my bad, some classic shows, and when they did the reanimations of them, like new versions, they got rid of some of the like there was a lot more rounder, and it makes me feel like that sucks. You know?
like Veggie Tales with the fucking reskin or
I was
recolor.
gonna say something along the lines of like what they did to Ben 10.
Oh, I've never got into Ben 10.
Like what they did to Ben 10, a little bit of what they did to American Dragon Jake Long. Uh Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go.
Well, that's obvious.
You know? Just that. I never liked it. Cause like I looked at that design and it just reminds me so much of like the super kid friendly shows. You know? Like
Yeah.
like Bluey or some shit. Like
Mhm.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. We could watch fucking Steven Universe because I heard so much about it, and apparently it's an extremely beloved cartoon for a lot of people. You know, for a lot of people I know.
Yeah.
So, Riff, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah. Um Yeah, no, the one thing I know about that series and whatnot is that apparently there's like always a plot twist in like halfway through the season or at the end of every season. It's either every season or halfway through. And like apparently a good portion of them would always hit, but then like one or two of them didn't hit. Because I remember this one person, High Rules, droning on and loving it. I'm just like, okay.
If I remember correctly, for me, um, I think the only thing I know about Steven Universe, other than like some of the characters that I've seen and stuff like that, and like some of the loose names, right? It would be something along the lines of, uh, what's that song? All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman, like that song or something.
What?
Yeah, no, dude.
No
Apparently
freaking
that song. Apparently that song is the original, and then the one that I'm more familiar with is
Yes.
from Dragon Ball Abridged, which
Yeah,
is
thank you.
all I wanna do is see you turn into a Super Saiyan, a Super Saiyan. I like that was the first time I was experienced to like that style or like that tune, that jingle. And so I
Mhm.
always attributed it to like Dragon Ball Abridged. But then it was Char who told me that it was from Steven Universe. You know? And
Mhm.
I'm like, ain't no way. Oh shit. Someone please tell me that that episode of Dragon Ball Abridged came out before that episode of Steven Universe. You know? It was like the same argument of like Supersonic versus Super Saiyan. What came out first?
Yeah, because
You
it's
know?
fucking one is the homage and it's always a rip and it's yeah, I remember that. That was funny
So
when I
like
got into that and was like,
yeah, that's how I felt about it. Cause like imagine you're over here thinking, oh shit, we're the original, and then you find out you're
what?
actually the cheap copy.
Fuck.
You know?
Yep.
So, I never looked it up. I sort of just believed Char straight to the face because I'm like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But to me, in my heart, I still love the Super Saiyan one over the Giant Woman one.
It's the first one in my heart.
It's first in my heart. Plus, I just like the fact that it's a father talking to his son.
Yeah.
You know? That, and I love Dragon Ball, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We are just waiting for them to fully build shit. And then we're good to engage in combat.
Engage.
Because I did everything that I wanted to do. I wiped out the Fallen Empire. We took out the Enigmatic Fortress. And stuff.
Oh.
So, all that's left is upgrading my troops and building my army bigger. And we did. What the fuck? The Advisor. It's been a while since I've seen this pop up. We are considered. I could either disable the thing or ask. Let's ask for assistance. Let's see what it will do. To make it clear, what I mean when I say I have more influence is so that it'd be more than a month. That's crazy. You also love Dragon Ball too. That overrated. Shut up. No, I wouldn't say overrated. I would say aged poorly. It's 3:48. All right, good night. I'm about to end stream in about 18 minutes anyways. Go to sleep. You got school tomorrow, bud.
Good night. Good luck.
Good night. Well, that proves that he's East Coast.
Nice.
I just found out the difference between like CST and CDT.
Yeah, I had to look that up for my appointment for autism and shit. I'm just like, what's the deal? Oh, it's literally just
It's just Saylight
the time of
Davings.
year. Yeah.
It's basically for Saylight Davings. So like if you have daylight savings active, then you're in CDT or like the D instead of the S, I think. When daylight savings is gone and we're no longer on it, we're on the S. Because it's the difference between it is Central Standard Time and then Central Daylight Time. And that's how you'll know.
It's just the time of year, yeah.
But then we're in the same time zone, Alex.
Let's go.
It's funny how I memorize like people's time zones in relation to mine. You know, East Coast is 1 hour ahead of us. Mountain time is 1 hour behind us. West Coast is 2 hours behind us. The UK and around that area is 6 hours ahead of me. Germany and Sweden are 7 hours ahead of me. So yeah, just shit like that.
I only recognize my time plus or minus 1 to 2 hours because America, but 7 hours, 8 hours, that's foreign to me. You're in a foreign land. Why? Because your time is wrong.
Alright, this thing is gonna continue teaching us some shit, and that's cool. If it leads to the matriarch of the Tivyanki, whatever, the space squids, cool. Because that means if we kill it, we might be able to reanimate it like we did the dragon.
If it bleeds, it dies.
It's 9:51 here in Germany. Yes, 7 hours ahead of me. Good morning, my love. We are all ahead of you. Alex is at the same time as me. Nah. What the fuck? You summon Zombie Kitty? She been doing her own thing. Aztec Strategy. Obsidian. Back at it again. What's up? Apparently you haven't been chatting in my streams in a long time because it says you are a returning chatter. How you been, Aztec Strategy? I don't know how long it's been, but I know it's been a minute.
I do not recognize the name.
Yeah, that's how I know it's been a while. I kind of don't remember the, you know? It's just that Twitch lets me know. It's probably somebody that watched my streams probably a few times. And just didn't get to watch my streams a lot because I didn't do a lot of late night streams anymore. Because I work, you know?
That makes sense.
If they told me a little bit about themselves, I might be able to remember when exactly, but just off the name, nope. I'm bad at just names. Like, for example, when I saw Fall Guys Gaming return to us, I'm like, who the fuck? Oh, wait, you're the kid from when I was playing Fall Guys a lot. Oh, we let.
Child.
Yeah. And just things like that. Around the world, around the world. Okay. Alex, at this point, I know you because you're my mod. I don't think I'll forget you.
You mean that, bud? Yeah, don't make it gay.
Oh, we lost the advisor. We probably should have disabled it. We decided to let it yap. Whoops. Oh, well, that's a potential resource that we lost. The mausoleum. We found a giant mausoleum, an ancient tomb. Interesting. I lurked a bit in the Pokemon stream the other day, but I can really only catch late streams on my days off. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, that's why. I'm like, that looks like a newer thing, because I don't remember it that much. Yeah, no, I stream twice a day. Now, a bit. So, in the afternoons, I stream Pokemon on Monday and Tuesday. And, the midnight streams is all Stellaris, you know? All Stellaris. And on Wednesday and Thursday, I play Dragon Age Inquisition. Friday is sort of like a toss-up. It could be anything, you know? Sometimes I try to set up collabs and I know ahead of time. Sometimes I don't have anything planned and I say, fuck it. I don't even remember what I did last Friday. I don't think I streamed.
Last Friday night.
Yeah, I don't think I streamed except for like the night. No, I did stream. It's just it got cut off because I had my friends come over. Yeah. Although this Friday I probably don't have much time to stream either because we're gonna get ready for our trip to go complete Operation Leori.
In our favorite rocket ship, going to
Rift took your words and what you were about to say. Rift, how dare you steal? Shame on you.
Sometimes when you're just so good, it just comes naturally. Oh yeah, I sent you a DM of what you could do while you're going to Leori's.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, we're in the process of building all 5 gateways. And I'm gonna go use the restroom. So I'm gonna set up the BRB screen for you guys just for a bit. And be entertained by the clips. I'm gonna use the restroom as a quick piss, and I'll probably check my DMs
expert
too.
wall climber right now. What the fuck?
Here, have this.
No, you asshole!
I gotta go soon.
Oh, why?
No, don't.
I was about to say the blue one makes you ragdoll.
Oh, you asshole!
Let's go rescue him.
I can't. Where the fuck is me?
You're not far. You're not far.
I can't see
You're
you.
at the staircase. Just come straight up. Come straight.
All right, we're gonna do this, Mr. President style. If one person goes down, abandon them. Just keep going.
Okay.
We'll run in a
that's
single
shameful.
file line.
No man left behind.
We run
Poor cat.
in a single file line. Game hoed me big time. That motherfucker's vision did not appear until last second, and the dude instant locked.
A few moments in cam is just what I need.
Okay, I have an idea.
Gives me time to think. What was that?
Can't hit me if I just spam B. Check this shit out. Just wah. Matrix. Weeble wobble. Don't you fuck. Why do you keep feeding me shit?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't give
Now
a
you
flying
can't
fuck of it.
Now you can't fall. Bounce off the mushroom.
Take the mushroom on the right.
Oh.
Wait, no. Oh, it's
No!
going.
Oh!
Yo, that helped you.
Oh,
helped
that's
you, bro.
yeah, it did. Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Can you touch
The
the?
beetles just roam in their territory, and that's it.
It's looking at me! I'm scared! I'm scared!
What the fuck? You racist bastard!
Just say, you just straight up say what you do in my neighborhood.
I like how every bounce like brings back like a chunk.
To one of the northern states to check on his wife's extended family, because I forget who's sick, but someone's sick. And Geodude! No! I hit right away! Fuck! I was trying to go to the bag and grab a quick ball! Fuck! Ah!
Now might be a good time.
Alright, we're officially back.
Hi.
Alright, back from the quick piss. I hope you guys enjoyed the clips. Because we only got about like 6 minutes of gameplay anyways. Before I decide to end it.
So, what should we expect next time?
I think next time we're gonna finish building at least 3 of our gateways. And then have the last 2 finish up being built. And honestly, for the next war phase that I kinda want, I am going to go, as soon as the first 3 gateways are finished, we're gonna engage. Because the last 2 are for the north, right?
Okay.
And the enemies we're gonna be facing is in the south. So, I ain't tripping. You can't make me laugh at work. I'm not trying to.
So you're saying I effortlessly make you laugh? Yay!
She probably saw some of the clips and she was just laughing at the clips.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Even then, I might as well just play into it.
Yeah, because the clips are funny.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least we try to make them funny. And then when I declare a war, my plan is to basically split this empire in half. Right? Split down and then collect everything on the left. Right? And then leave this for phase 2. So that way phase 2 would be wiping this area out and taking these two from this guy, which will then secure all this stuff. Then my next phase will probably continue fucking with him up to this star, you know, and then take everything down to here. Right.
Okay.
Then the phase after that, you know, would be to uppercut my way up to ooh, there's not a good point. There's not a good point at all.
Oh, to like stop? Damn.
Well, there's not a good healthy chunk I could take. Because I could punch up here and then here, but then there's two fucking entry points that will open up. There's not another choke point here because there's just multiple hyper lanes, different points of entry. The best I could do is a double choke, a 2-point choke, and I hate those with all my being.
Would it be possible to take what's that region over there? Siegebird, a little to the right.
Siegebird.
A little up to the right there.
Up to the
above
right.
the thicket.
That's the choke point
Okay.
I'm talking about.
Okay.
You know, because I could get this, and then that cuts them off from the rest of this, which is perfectly fine. But then there's this weird uncharted area over here that's also their empire. You know? And stuff. So the best bet for me would probably be I will go up to that point, and then I just need to fucking collapse upon the interior here hard, which is a lot of territory up to this point. So that way, when that war is over, if I get all of it, right? It's just this point and that point I gotta worry about, and all this becomes mine. But that's a lot of territory to take in a quick set. What's up, Sage Dragon? Man knows ball? Yeah, I play Stellaris. I know you say that because I see you.
Hello.
Zombie Kitty said, I only got the audio, but that's enough. You were screaming, Geodude! And all that is funny. Yeah, no, that was probably the Geodude. Yeah. Those clips were some of the most recent clips.
Yeah, that was big. Would it be smarter to take the southern part of this Union area first and then eat up north?
That's what I
Because at
said.
least-
That's phase 3.
I was listening, but I wasn't looking.
Yeah. Because, like I said, phase 1 is this star right here. Is that Etchy Titchy? Whatever. That one right there, and it's all this territory. Phase 2 would be from the east of it. My bad. The east of it, all the way up to whatever this choke point is over here, Siggy or whatever. Right. Phase 3 would be going all the way up to Halix, I think that's called, and take all this southern part. Phase 4 is going to be the tough part because it's not a singular point that I need to collapse upon. It's going to be 2.
At least this way you can attack that part from 2 fronts, yeah.
Yeah. Then from there, I think we'll stop our invasion of the south. Because at that point, I got most of the south on lock.
Make sure they
And
don't
then I'll retreat back up to north. And I think what I want to do is collapse upon these guys because they're getting kind of big. They're getting a little thick.
I want to make an American joke based on the directions, but no.
I have a question. What do you do, Rift, when Obsidian is playing? Or do you just watch and talk? He just watch and talk. He's not playing the game.
Yeah. I have Tears of the Kingdom out, but I've mainly just listened to him and talking.
Yeah, I think when it gets to once we're done with the south and we retreat back to the north, we're just gonna fucking take over all this massive point right here of this nation, all the way up to this star, Veledram. Because then that splits them more than in half over here. We take at least 2/3 of their empire in that run. But then, that just leads to this territory. Once we're done with them, we'll probably collapse and wipe out these fuckers to secure the southern choke point there. And then... then we'll probably further uppercut our way and up to this point, so that way we could just wipe out the rest of this, and boom, the entire northern part of there reaches just as far as we do down here, and we'll basically own over 50% of the galaxy at that point.
Good.
You know, and we'll slowly start encroaching on everyone's territory and forcing them to join the Clinker Union. Just eat them. That's the plan. Next stream, you could guide the raid. I mean, you can kind of do that now if you wanted to. It's time to end stream.
It's time.
Okay. Big yawn. Yeah, if you want to, go ahead. Tell me who you want us to raid, because it's time for us to raid. Oh, you meant the channel points? Oh. Okay. Well, I will say this is the end of the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the game before it consumes more time in my life. You know?
I need a healthy separation.
Right. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for somebody to raid into. I think it's pretty cool because I caught a glimpse of how many viewers I got today on Stellaris, right? And I think the highest number I saw when I was peaking was 17, and we got 10 right now on Twitch. And I think the highest I saw on YouTube was about like 4 or 5, maybe. You know? Iwasatori? Okay. I could try. I'm gonna copy paste it.
Well.
Copy. You know? And right now we got 3 viewers over there. So I think these late night Stellaris streams, as chill as they've been, of just basically yapping, have been pretty good for numbers. You know? Because I think people just enjoy Stellaris and just enjoy watching someone play it and just use it as pure background noise, whether they participate in our conversation or not.
Blah, 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 yeah.
And I like to imagine that we're not the most boring people to listen to, you know?
Our podcast, yeah.
Because, like, we just yap about anything, and then I kind of explain what my plans are for the story. Alex, I tried typing the name that you put in chat into the thing, and I don't even see them. Oh, they ended the stream? Oh, too late?
Oh, God.
All that happened. Let's see. Who can I raid?
My ancestors are German. Fuck, no.
You know who I haven't raided in forever?
No idea.
Psyche. Let's go say hi to Psyche. She's super chill. I will say this, though. She is an 18-plus streamer, so those of you who are not 18 or older, do us a favor. Kindly fuck out of here. You know. Other than that, the rest of you, we're going to go ahead and get ready to raid. You guys have fun. I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Get your snacks, drinks, rest, and all that other good shit. And most important above all else, get the fuck out of my house. All right, now bye.